1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4, and you already know what is about to go down, man. Welcome to the YouTube channel, man. You already know what it is. For the new people who don't know who I am, man, it's World of Deshaun, man. You already know I'm gonna bring the good vibes. I'm getting this box real quick. Just about to set up something real quick so I can set up my camera. Today's video, man. Hold on, before I even get into today's video, I want y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all show some love to my page. Go watch out the recent videos, my reels. Just show some love. You already know what it is, man. But today's video is going to be on how to get any job, how to interview, what to say at an interview, what to do after the interview and stuff like that. It's basically just little tips and little guides to help you guys, you younger dudes, you younger girls who may not have any experience interviewing, any experience getting a job or anything. I'm going to teach y'all the game. This is how I got every job, bro. I have gotten over 10 jobs, bro. Being young, anything. I didn't got any job I wanted just by saying these things and by doing these things. And yes, I am a good worker. It's not that I don't have a good work ethic. It's not that I don't want to keep a job for longer than 6 months. I've just been in very toxic work environments where I had to choose another position. You know what I'm saying? Another job. So this is gonna be the little tips. You feel me? Like little tips y'all need, man. Everybody needs a little tip when it comes to life, when it comes to working. And yes, I do. This is not any illegal substance. You feel me? This is tobacco. So if y'all can think anything, but it's tobacco. So basically, what you want to do, like, you always want to make sure you put in your application first. Put in your application first. If you haven't put in your application first, or if you haven't put in your application at all, go to the location. And what I mean by this is, say you want to work at a Kroger down the street from your house. What would help you get the job is by showing up to the job, speaking with a manager, letting them know that you've applied online, letting them know that you've already done the steps to get closer to them wanting to interview you. You feel me? You want to always be prepared. Be prepared. Like, have the application already filled out. If you're working at a restaurant and you being a server or bartender or anything, get to know the menu, get to know, like, you want to study. You want to have some knowledge before you just go head on with this job. Whatever job you want, make sure it's a career job. Make sure it's something you want to keep. Because a lot of times we got people out here, and I used to be this way, to where I would get a job and I didn't want to keep it, but you feel me? I just needed the money. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that person. You don't want to work somewhere you don't like, with people you don't like, a stressful job. You feel me? Just stressful. You don't want to be stressed while you at work. So you want to make sure this is a job, it's something you can keep, and somewhere you want to work. Oh, I will put this out so I can talk. So basically, what you want to do after you already fill out the application and you already went up to the location, if you haven't went up to the location, you can call them, call their phone, call their number, be like, can I speak to a manager? Always ask for the manager, hiring manager, store manager, it doesn't matter. Any type of manager, supervisor, you want to speak with them. When you get on the phone, be respectful, be like, hey, how are you? My name is this, my name is Tasia, my name is Leonard, whatever your name is. Let them know your name. Tell them I have recently applied online and I'm just looking forward to setting up a day for an interview. If I can't set up a day for an interview, if y'all not hiring, is there any store you would suggest me to work at, or any place you would suggest that is better to apply, so I know that I can call that location? You know what I'm saying? Or so y'all could call that location, passing on information, letting them know that they have a person willing to work. I always do that, bro. That is the number one thing that'll help me, that'll help you, and that'll help me, and that will help you get a job. Every job that I've ever worked at, I always either called the manager, spoke to the manager face to face, or spoke to like the workers there or something. Like, I've always tried to let them know that I want this job. because what that does is it speeds up your process so easily. Like it'll literally make the interview process so easy. So then when you get to the interview, depending on the job and depending on where you're working at, make sure you just dress casual. Don't wear too much, like unless you're working for like an office place or like you're going somewhere like really different. But this is for teenagers. So if you're a teenager, depending on the work environment and where you're gonna work, make sure you just wear something casual, some jeans, like a plain shirt. You feel me? Some nice little shoes, or like if it's somewhere sophisticated, just wear a little button down, a little khakis. You feel me? A little slacks, or for a female, wear a little nice little dress, a little skirt or something that'll make you look presentable. And then just when it comes to the interview, don't be nervous. Talk to them like they're a normal person. Don't try to sell yourself too much. Like, don't try to be like don't try to sell yourself too much. Some jobs will reject you just because you're selling yourself too much. But you need to know, read up on the job that you are getting, like wherever you working at. Because what I would do, I would always read about the location, read about like the information of the place, like how big it is, how much space it is, how many employees they have, like how long the company's been. You feel me? Because sometimes restaurants will hit you with questions. So what do you know about this? What do you know about that? You feel me? Like, do you know anything other than what we serve? Or do you know anything other than what we do here? Do you know any secret information? You know what I'm saying? The information that they put on the website. That is really effective, because if you use that information, like you read up on, for example, when I went to, I didn't get this job, but just for example, when I went for an interview at the Cheesecake Factory, what I did was I used information that I read on their website to let the staff know, or the person who was interviewing me know, that I know a little bit about this location. I have actually taken the time to get to know what this location has. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just the information on the business. I wanted to know some information on the business, so I had looked it up, so I know a little bit about it. You always want to do that, just because just the questions that some of these interviews, they ask some weird questions. But one of the questions you're gonna get asked is, do you where did you work previously? How was the work environment there? How many hours can you work? They're gonna ask you basic questions like, what days of the week can you work? Do you have open availability? Do you have a set schedule? Do you can you work weekends? Can you work weekday? They're gonna ask you, do you have reliable transportation? That's the number one thing. Do you have an ID? Do you have a social security? Do you have any of that information that they're gonna need in order for them to verify that you are capable of that you're capable of working for the U.S. government. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. tenders, the U.S. dollar. They're gonna ask you one question. Like, some questions are really basic, but then when they get to the questions that are kind of like, you have to think on your feet in a way. Like, one question is, they'll ask you is, so tell me about. One thing they'll say is, tell me about yourself. When they say tell me about yourself, they don't mean tell me about your life, your childhood, or anything like that. I mean, you can, if you like. How I would always start off is, I would tell them the skills I have first. I will always tell them the skills I have first, where I graduated from, or what high school I go to, or if I'm in college. I will always tell them, here's what I know. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I know. I know that, you feel me? I have this. Like, for example, when you telling them about yourself, like, if you have work experience, be like, I've worked at Texas Roadhouse. I've worked at WW Cousins. What I did at WW Cousins, I was a host there. Da 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 da. This is what that job required. When I was at Texas Roadhouse, I was a cook. We were always busy. Da da da. You just get into detail on what you used to do and the skills that you have and the things that you have like been through when it comes to work. And then you tell them a little bit about yourself, like your age. Like I'm 20, I have a business on the side. Da 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 da. From time to time, I go to I do my business. You feel me? You just tell them a little bit. Don't tell them too much about yourself. Don't get too much in detail unless they keep on asking. Y'all just start having a conversation. Another thing they may say or may ask you is what makes what brings you what made you want to work for here? Like what made you want to work for Pizza Hut? You know, Pizza Hut. What made you want to work for Pizza Hut? Why not Chuck E. Cheese? You know, like what made you want to work at Pizza Hut? Don't say, cause I need the money. Unless you just keep it at 100. I mean, if that's what you want to, if you just want to keep it 100, keep it 100. But don't say things that are just like straight to it. You want to kind of let them think that you have drive. You feel me? Like let them know that you have drive, that you're gonna work hard, like that you really paid attention to what their restaurant requires. You want to talk about what their restaurant requires. So one thing you could say is be like, I'm a good team player. I like working with other people. I feel like I can work effectively with other people. That's one thing that you can, bro. If you say that, a job is gonna be like, yeah, Pizza Hut, we do work effectively. They're gonna start thinking like, okay, this is how we operate. So once you get them thinking that, okay, this is how my restaurant operates. If he knows this is how we operate, then maybe he can help us operate in that. You feel me? So y'all gotta you could say, be like, I'm detail oriented. I pay attention to detail. So I know that what this job requires is for you to pay attention to detail. I love cooking. I love cooking pizzas. I've always wanted to, you feel me, be a pizza maker. I've always wanted to learn different things when it comes to cooking. I didn't just want to learn how to cook pizzas. I wanted to make the chicken too, and I know that Pizza Hut got chicken. Y'all got, you feel me? I wanted to learn how to make these things. I wanted to learn how to serve these things. So you say something that you want to. What do you want to learn from the job? That's what you basically want to say whenever you are answering that question. What brings you here? What do you automatically say? What you want to learn and what you want to experience and what you think the experience is going to be like. And then what you can counter, you can ask them, what is it like? What is a day in the life of a Pizza Hut worker? You feel me? Like, or what is a day in the life of a server here? Or what is a day in the life? Y'all want to make sure y'all asking these questions too. Don't just take the questions and then not ask no questions. Ask them questions. Ask them, how much do you start off paying? Is it weekly, bi-weekly? You feel me? Like, will I be able to start immediately? Will it be in a couple weeks? Will it be in a couple days? Will it take a month? How long will it take me to start? You want to ask these questions early on, after they've already got to know you a little bit, just so you get to know the business a little bit. And then you can ask the person who was interviewing you, be like, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? I've told you about I have ADHD, so if y'all pay attention, sometimes I get off topic, but you can ask him or her, whoever's interviewing you, so tell me about yourself, or tell me about the business. What made you want to get into this industry? What made you want to be a manager, or whatever they are? You know what I'm saying? What made them want to have that position? Because if you do that, now you're in the position to listen. You're in the position to get to know who this person is, what type of work environment you will have, because that is gonna help you. And then they see that you're interested, and they know that you're interested because you're willing to ask them questions. Always ask the interviewer questions. Never just go through the interview and not ask any questions. Because, I mean, in a way, it's kind of weird. Like, just them just asking you questions after question after question. And then another question they may ask you, or may say, well, not a question, but another thing they may say or may ask you is, hold on, let me think for a second. Dang, this has been a while since I had a real interview. Oh, what do you think you bring to the team that we don't already have? Like, they'll ask you, what do you think you can bring that we don't have? You know what I'm saying? Like what skill set, what ideas, what do you have in mind that could in a way help or change this work environment? Some places may ask you, some places may not. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that question. And the answer to that question would be, you can say a lot of different things, but you want to stay away from the selfish words like I bring attitude. You know what I'm saying? I bring good attitude. Like, what do you mean by that? Good attitude towards what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean by that? So you got to be able to elaborate. Be like I said earlier, you can say I'm a good team player, meaning I'm wherever you need me when it comes to this team and this for work, I will be willing to help as much as I can for us to be for us to have a productive business and a productive day at work. You don't sell yourself too much and be like, oh well, I'll be willing to do this. No, don't say you can do everything. You know, or you can be like, I have some suggestions, I have some requests that I could probably bring in once I get working here that could help change some policies that I've read up on. You feel me? Come in the job with a plan. Don't just go in with your head to the money. You feel me? Face down to the money, because it's really not all about the money. It's really about the experience. Every day, it's your journey. So make sure you are choosing a job that is gonna make your journey a better process. Just learn from it. You know, you gotta get uncomfortable to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But that's the video for today. I hope I helped you. I hope I helped y'all on these tips. I hope y'all really take this and run with it if you can. Just know that these jobs nowadays, the way they're interviewing is a lot different. So just be able to communicate. Let them know what type of person you are, what type of worker you are, what type of work ethic you have. Are you gonna be on time? Will it be times you don't say you're gonna be late. Don't say that. Don't ignore late as much as possible. If they ask you, will you be on time? Don't be like, maybe. I might show up a couple days late. They're gonna be like, no, like, fuck out of here. So don't you dare say you're gonna be late. Say I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna make sure. Like, you can joke if that's your personality. Like, you feel me? Like, be yourself. That's what the number one thing. Be yourself. Let them know what type of person you are, what you can deal with, what you can't deal with, because they will help you. That is why it's a training process. Because you have a weakness somewhere. As much as you may think you're perfect, there's a weakness somewhere. But I thank y'all for watching this video. Y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit that bell on the right side. And y'all make sure y'all get them jobs, man. I hope everybody that watch this video, y'all get the job that y'all apply for. Let me know in the comments if y'all do get the job, and let me know how the interview went, and let me know whenever you start. You know what I'm saying? Because this is to help y'all. Love, peace, prosperity, man.